Y'all, I know it's Taco Tuesday, but I got a burrito from Taco Casa. Doesn't it look amazing? Well, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Burrito from Taco Casa. I don't want those black olives, but I'm just gonna pick those off. Ooh, doesn't that look good? We've got some salsa. I can't open it. I had to get my scissors so I could cut that. Ooh, let's see. Let's get some salsa. We got the black olives off, y'all. I like green olives if I eat olives. Okay. Y'all know me, I'm a finger licker. Ain't shy. Woo! They give me the hot sauce. Okay, let's give it a taste. Brinley approves. Brinley approves. Y'all, it's fixing to start rain. It's fixing to start raining here again. It's good. I've got to go to the funeral home and do hair when I get through eating. Y'all, I found an old cemetery in town, literally in town, but I can't figure out how you get to it. You can't drive, it's blocked off. I can't figure out where to park to actually get there. I want to go there and video those headstones and see what they say. I said I found it. I've seen it before. I just really never paid attention to it. And I've been thinking about where old cemeteries are that I could go video. So I got to figure out how to get to that one. There's a business up the street from it, and you can't park there. And across is a neighborhood. But I can't really park in that neighborhood. You can't park on the street. So I don't know where I can park. That's the dilemma. So there is a trail, but you have to walk a good ways. So I would definitely want to get somebody to go with me. That you can park to walk on a trail, and the trail goes by there. So I may have to get somebody that wants to go walk a little bit one day and see if we can walk through the trail. I've never been walking down through that area by myself. I try to have a little bit of common sense. You'd think Brindley's starving. She loves that hamburger meat. My sweet tea. Y'all, this time of year I drink a lot of tea. I drink it with Splenda, not sugar. I used stevia for years, but y'all, it just got to where it was so expensive I couldn't buy it anymore. Some things I just had to quit using. And unfortunately, that was one of the things. Y'all, I'm inhaling this burrito. I was starving. I had to go to town to the tax office to get some paperwork. I've told y'all in some other videos about how there was a piece of land since in the 90s in my name, and I didn't know I was paying taxes, and I've been trying since before this time last year to get that straightened out. Well, when I went down there a while ago, somebody was supposed to call me back again like 2 weeks ago when the flood came last week. That flooded their office. So they did get me the paperwork after me literally not being nice, which I don't like to be pushed to that person. And unfortunately, I had to, after a year of saying okay and letting them do what they need to do, and they won't call you back and they won't call you back. I just got tired of it. And so I told them I'm not nice anymore. And I let them have it. Anyway, I told them just put it back in the other lady's name. But I've seen all her paperwork. It was her son's mobile home, and my land goes next to his land behind the mobile home. And in the 90s, sometime or another, somebody showed his mobile home had been surveyed off and connected to my property. So y'all need to check that. Y'all need to check where you're paying taxes. Because I had several pieces of land, and I just went in and paid them, told them I wanted to pay them all, y'all, and I never questioned it. Because it was such a small piece of property. You know, it wasn't like it was a large amount of money, so I never even questioned it. But over the years, it's added up to be several $100s. And now they're telling me that they're going to check the law to see what percentage I get back. Now, what do y'all think about that? A percentage that she has proof that they've seen the other lady, that she's paid them. They have proof that I paid them, and they want to give me a percentage. What do y'all think about that? Y'all leave me a comment on your thoughts about Nacogdoches Appraisal District going to pay me a percentage back on something that I should have never paid anyway. Y'all, I'm considering calling a lawyer. I'm tired of it. I'm just sick of it. A percentage. That's what the man told me a while ago. I understand they're in a mess down there. I didn't want to show out too bad. But when I left there and started thinking about that, just like I told them 2 weeks ago, when you're sending me a delinquent bill notice, and in 30 years of divorcing my first husband, I have a perfect record. I have perfect, top-rate credit. And I have always kept my bills paid. When I got that out of my mailbox, y'all, that was like spitting in my face. Y'all, I try to be positive. But this stuff is totally uncalled for. I don't know who. Of course, nobody's ever going to admit in putting that in my name. And if I hadn't have sold my house last year to move to where I am now, I would have never known it. My real estate agent found it and told me. And I went down there and asked them. And the guy in Mapping pulled it up. And I had been paying taxes on it. And I said, that is not my property. So I contacted the lady that owns the land. And she took all her paperwork back. Now, she's older than I am, and she has all the paperwork as far back as when her dad originally bought the place and everything. And a lot of my surveys on my property, when all this got connected, I lost in a fire. The building I had it stored in burned one Sunday when I was at church. And so I didn't have any proof. And my surveyor is not here anymore. And the lawyer that handled all of it for me has passed away. So there's no records, y'all. I had no records. She did. But the guy in Mapping pulled up the records showing that I had paid it. And the two people that were supposed to call me back to tell me what we were going to do about this paying me back thing, they both just told me they didn't know anything about it. And the other guy, he said, that's not true. When he handed me the paperwork, he turned his back to him. He said, that's not true. He said, I've told them several times to call you to get this straightened out. So, again, I'm sorry their building got flooded. And then one of the guys in there told me they may be relocating. So then that'll postpone everything I need even further. Because they pretty much told me until they could get set back up and get to work, and they wouldn't be doing anything. I said, oh well, I've already waited a year. I guess a few more months won't hurt. One way or the other, I'm gonna get my money back. I decided that driving home. But I am gonna start calling some lawyers' office. And I have some friends and family that work and have worked in lawyers' office. And I'm gonna find out what I can do about it. So y'all be praying about that, because they owe me quite a bit of money. You know, I start getting my discount on my taxes this next year because I turned 65 June the 8th. So the way I'm looking at it, I told them, even if you don't give me my money back, you should give me a credit every time. So no more than my taxes will be, y'all, I should never have to pay taxes again, as long as I'm living. So, I don't know what they'll decide to do. But he did comment that there was a law that they could only give me a percentage back. I'm gonna fight that. If I can get a lawyer at all to talk about it. Now, I may not be able to because a lawyer won't fight it. But I'm gonna try. So y'all be praying about that. And I love y'all. Know you're loved. Jesus loves you. Be blessed. Pray. We got storms coming this afternoon, and we don't need any more. We don't need any more large amount of rains around here for a while, y'all. Our ground is wet, 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 and when it rains a little bit, all these creeks start getting out. Anyway, be blessed. Don't forget to say your prayers. I hope you had a good Taco Tuesday.